now that I'm recording. All right. So let's talk about this discussion with Mr. Adin Ross as of right now, within recent timing. I hate having to talk about this man, but it is what it is, bro. So there has been a lot of talk with him when it comes down to ever since the whole Cardi situation and people finding out is that he had to pay or he has paid artists to make appearances onto his shows or onto his streams. And now we've even gotten as far as to him paying Sexy Red to to let go the V card, which I didn't know it is that you know I didn't even know about it, but she tweeted and said that like you literally paid me to go ahead and take your V card. And he's openly talked about it. It's like, yeah, like I hit her up and everything, which is uh, so we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get into this ski we on Adin Ross, not nasty word. So we're gonna have this conversation and talk about it. Why hip hop does not respect Adin Ross. Let's get into the next video, y'all. Let's do it.
Whether you love him or hate him, Adin Ross is easily one of the biggest names in the streaming world today. And a big part of that comes down to his power of bringing big name rappers onto his platform while being able to create many viral moments. But more often than not, it seems like rappers just see Adin as a quick fire way for publicity rather than engaging with him out of respect for his success or even him as a person. These days, it's pretty common for Adin to end a stream with a rapper with his ego bruised and sometimes
I swear to you, this Cardi stream was just so cringy, bro. It was so damn cringy.
his pockets majorly lighten.
I got some cash for you. You know, it's a good amount of money in here from me to you.
However, if we take a deeper look at the timeline of
Adin. As for somebody, you know what I'm saying? There's other niggas it is that's well deserving of that type of money. But I'm not gonna say it is that Cardi really deserved that, to be honest with you. I'm gonna keep it 1,000. That nigga, no, first of all, that nigga didn't even show his face for that stream, let alone for him to actually like, he was doing some weird shit for like at least like not even 10 minutes and was just like, all right, yeah, I gotta go type shit. He's just like, oh, you about to leave right now? Like, oh yeah, you know, this is from me to you. This is a whole lot of cash in here. That nigga did not deserve that. He didn't deserve that whatsoever. Like the nigga got scammed right in front of like millions of people to go ahead and, well, I would say like hundreds of thousands, then millions of people to see. And it's like, gang, now you kind of messing this up for other people. And I'm glad it is that Kai didn't really engage into this level of a conversation, because you really don't want that to be known to you paying niggas and how much it is that you are. Because if somebody feels like it is like, hey, they ain't got paid enough, they gonna hit this man up and run him for his damn pockets. And I feel like Adin will be dumb enough to go ahead and be like, all right, bet. I'm just gonna pay. Give that money to niggas it is who deserve it, please. You know, don't do all that extra stuff. Like, you know, niggas hitting them up and be like, damn, you know what I mean? It's just a little weird. It's just a little weird.
events that led Adin to this unfortunate point, you'll see that he not only had it coming for him, but also how he could have easily prevented these disasters from happening in the first place. Adin Ross's journey as a streamer started out like many others. Born and raised in Boca Raton, Florida, Adin often skipped school just so he could go live, and is even on record saying that he missed his high school prom just to keep engaging with his growing follower base online. After making a name for himself by playing NBA 2K, everything changed for Adin when LeBron James' son, Bronny, entered his orbit. Suddenly, he got his first taste of using big names to further his brand, but it certainly wouldn't be the last.
I started playing, NBA 2K. You're aware of that is, right? Yes. And I just streamed it. I hadn't averaged that many viewers, few hundred viewers to 1,000 viewers. That's the point where I had become friends with Bronny James, LeBron's son or whatever, right? So, great guy. Like I said, that's like my brother. Like,
what's good, bro?
It's LeBron.
He said, "Is this LeBron?"
Yo. Yeah. At that time, I was only making like $2,000-3,000 a month from Twitch.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? But I just had to do it. You had to do it. That's life changing right there.
Although he made his name through gaming streams, he quickly transitioned to IRL streams, and soon, he would realize that a big part of what would drive viewership was conflict with anyone, most notably hip-hop stars.
As of right now, bro, like, I've just been having people come to my house, and I've just been having, you know, motherfuckers, like, I'll react to shit, and it's crazy, because now everybody on Twitch, bro, is reacting to my shit, because I've just been going crazy with content lately, beef with rappers, beef with fucking streamers now. It's crazy, bro. Like, every week is just something new about Adin Ross, and it's just like, wow.
Considering how fast he came up, a lot of people saw him as a testament to what you can achieve if you're focused on obtaining your goals. But from the very moment that he started working with rappers, the stage was already set to turn Adin into a laughingstock. Among the first rappers to ever work with Adin was T Grizzly, an avid gamer himself. The two first met while playing GTA, and eventually he came out to do an in-person stream with Ross. But even though the two were friends, he basically told the whole industry the level of respect he believes he deserves when he pointed a gun at him and threw him into a lake.
T, no! T! No, T, it's actually cold, bro. How am I gonna... Motherfucker. Fucking throwing it.
But it wasn't always the hip-hop stars getting the last laugh. Known for his content where he would purposefully act sus just to get a reaction out of guests on stream, there are several people in the industry who experienced this firsthand while Adin was on his rise, such as Migos' producer, DJ Durrell, who was the recipient of a seriously out-of-pocket freestyle from Adin on stream.
I'ma put this
I forgot he had to shave his head off on stream.
Yeah, he's gonna like that shit. Yeah, Rel, you like that dick? When it touches your lip, when it goes in your yeah, popping on a beat, popping on a beat. I'm about to suck his meat. I'm about to beat my meat.
While Durrell was able to take that in good humor, not everyone was happy to receive those kinds of bars. And soon, Adin would learn a valuable but sometimes dangerous lesson that if he wanted to, he could get under a rapper's skin. As was the case when he met a rapper by the name of Polo G, who didn't take his behavior too lightly. During a live stream in the studio with well-known YouTubers Zayas and B. Lou, along with Chicago's own Polo G, Adin decided to join in on the fun. However, the fun wouldn't last very long. Pretending to be an up-and-coming rapper, since Polo G wasn't aware of who he was at the time, Adin started to spit some bars, but it was clear that Polo wasn't really feeling it and didn't want to go along with the joke.
Yo, I'm in the stew with the deuce. We popping up, we tootin' do. Yeah, I just got done sucking on a gun. I mean, wait, I'm fucking on a gun. I'm about to put a blunt in my mouth. I'm about to go out and take this ticket. Wait.
This clip generated millions of views, and with that, Adin continued to play into the joke on Instagram, which prompted a response from Polo reading, "You a grown-ass man, steady thinking that gay shit is funny." Once it was clear that Capalot wasn't going to let it slide, Adin then apologized.
Yo, Polo, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sincerely apologizing to Polo G. Basically, I called Polo fine. He told me to stop playing that shit. I'm sorry, sir.
But rather than accept his apology, Polo continued to take it personal anytime his name was mentioned by Adin, to the point that he fired a direct shot at Ross on the track Toxic from his 2021 album, Hall of Fame.
A little white boy from the burbs got the nerve to tell me I ain't going hard enough, like you really ever had it hard enough.
Sensing an opportunity to capitalize on the publicity, Adin tried to squash it again by appealing to Polo's business sense, saying, "I know you're not fucking with me, but if you hopped on my stream, we'd break the internet." Although it didn't happen immediately, he eventually got his way and had Polo join him on his stream.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Polo's not about that shit. He is Capalot. He's all cap, bro. I got no reason.
Hey, what the f you wanna have time about?
Huh? Wait, hold on a second.
I'm just fucking with you.
Oh, okay.
Since then, things have completely calmed down. But where Polo was willing to let bygones be bygones, that hasn't always been the outcome when he's managed to upset other rappers, such as Blueface. After pulling similarly sus stunts during Blueface's appearances on a stream with DDG, he left as soon as he possibly could.
Let's wrap this up, guys.
All right, well, you want to come on again, you let me know.
Yo,
no, like, I didn't mean it like that, bro.
DDG just chewing there for some reason is sending me. It's sending me. I don't know why, but it is.
If you ever want to come over.
Got stuff to do. Your time to play with you kids. All right, Diddy.
All right.
Blueface was fucking it with him at first, but then Adin started being weird and gay. Knowing that both Polo and Blueface were street affiliated and would not tolerate that kind of behavior, DDG attempted to give Adin a reality check.
Oh, he didn't fuck with it? No, of course not. He not gay. You can't do gay shit to me that's not gay. It's funny, but like at the same time, like,
It's too much.
yeah, some niggas don't understand that humor.
Got
You know
it.
what I'm saying? So,
Got it.
so that'd be, it's probably a stone cold crip watching this right now. Me and Cali, this is like gangland. This is where it happens at.
Immediately, DDG was praised for trying to help Adin to ultimately help himself stay out of harm.
Hey, listen, I know people give DDG a lot of shit and they say this like, oh, he corny, this, and this. I mean, I don't really see the issue to why it is like niggas hate him. I don't have no issues with DDG. I don't think it is. I'm not really going to. Like, yeah, there's some stuff it is that he does. It's like, you know, this, and this. But I will say it is that DDG, he really does care for Hallie. Like, he really does. He like, anytime there's niggas even speak on her, he's ready to go ahead and just like, oh, what the problem was, you know? And that's how it should be. So I don't have no issues with DDG. And I'm glad it is that he was the one to kind of just be like, yeah, of course, like, niggas ain't gonna fuck with that. As much as it is, Blueface do some goofy shit. There is a lot. The thing is with street niggas, is like you cannot play around with any level of like fucking around with stuff like that because niggas has gotten murked over some stuff like that, you know. But needless to say, I will commend DDG is sitting there eating pizza. This is probably why it is I was laughing at that because that nigga was just eating and just like, hey, listen, ain't got nothing to do with me. But I commend him for at least letting Adin know that like what he's doing is like, you know, niggas is not gonna rock with that. And which I never understood why it is Adin is so big on saying gay shit anyway. And it's like, you're not gay. It's like after a while, it's like, gang, when we gonna stop with this shit, bro?
Way. DDG was looking out for Adin, he a real one. While in Blueface's case, a recent stream with Neon saw him reiterate that he wasn't any kind of friend of Adin's.
Fuck you, Adin. You know how I feel about you fucking...
Ain't that Neon right there?
This behavior is also evident in the numerous streams he's participated in with Adin, where he's seen constantly disrespecting him.
200,000. That's the first time I ever passed 200K.
So,
all right, Chad, I got reservations tonight at actually I'm not gonna say where.
shut the fuck up. We gonna go and...
I can't be late to reservations.
This went on to the extent that even his own
Was that?
I can't be late to reservations.
Yeah, this stream was cringy. This stream was very cringy, especially this was the first time Krishan was in that. Oh, talk about another person that does cringy shit on their own accord.
This went on to the extent that even his own fans started to call him out in the comments, urging him to change his approach. But while he never seemed in real jeopardy while streaming with Blueface, the same can't necessarily be said when he was live with the self-proclaimed top shotta, Eneli Choppa. And this time, it would be a fellow streamer who saved him from making a potentially fateful mistake. Although Adin has insisted that they are genuinely friends, Eneli Choppa seemed to be willing to throw Ross under the bus during one of his streams. When Choppa's entourage began to exchange handshakes, Adin wanted to be involved. As a result, they offered him a special one. But as Choppa is a member of the Grape Street Crips, Speed knew this wasn't the sort of invitation Ross should accept.
Nah, you gotta do one of these right here. Detroit, bro.
Oh, that looks so cool. No.
Stop you.
If you're wondering what went down, let me explain. The handshake Eneli did with the other guy, not Adin, is strictly meant for Crips. If you do the handshake and you're not in that gang, you're immediately jumped for not being an official gang member. Although he's appeared on Adin's channels since without much incident, it's clear that because there's such a culture of disrespecting Adin among the hip-hop world,
So that was a setup. That was a setup there. The fact that Speed was the only mature one in that room. Yeah, right. For it to take fucking Speed of all people to go ahead and be like, hey now. You ain't want to do that, you know? But I see why. Yeah, they do look at this man as like kind of a laughing stock. Not even kind of, indeed a laughing stock. Cause like, come on, gang. Some things it is you can't be that damn gullible with, you know? And you gotta know anything within the level of journalism, I say this all the time, you got to know the audience that is that you bring in when it comes down to doing your shows, podcasts, streams, all of that. You gotta do your background on these people, because if you notice you got real street niggas in your shit and they out here doing like real gang shit and handshakes and stuff like that, don't get up and try to attempt to do the same thing, because then who's to say it is there's not a gang member watching that right now that's just like, hey yo, like hey cuz, like he not even part of the shit for real, and then they want to go ahead and inflict some harm onto this nigga. So you gotta do your research, gang.
World, Choppa didn't see an issue with genuinely endangering him, but this is something that Adin is aware of, as when it comes to real friends in the industry, he only cites a couple as anything more than business associates.
I met Uzi through Ray. Ray has always been there for me, introduced me to people that, you know, that I've always looked up to. I met Shaq through Ray. Ray told Shaq about me. Shaq hit me. We talked like for like an hour the first time we FaceTime. I got him into my GTA world, the SSB world. And from then on, and we've just been really good friends.
This is my boy Adin Ross.
I don't really kick it with a lot of these rappers off, you know, camera, so he's one of them for sure.
Aside from these two, another man that Adin felt like he had a genuine bond with was Tory Lanez. After a legendary stream where Tory arguably produced the best freestyle that's ever been on a stream, they stayed in touch.
I am extremely close with Tory. Like, it's crazy, bro. When I was getting swatted and all these crazy shit was happening to me, like, Tory would literally text me every time it happened. Like, yo, you good? Like, get out of LA, like, come to Miami, pull up on me. Like, just shit like that, bro. Like, he's just genuine as fuck. Like, whatever topic, like, I would spend hours on the phone with him. Like, he just genuinely fuck with me.
Notice how he says that Tory genuinely messed with him? Well, that's because this isn't usually the case for Adin when he brings rappers on his streams.
Yes.
And over time, he continued to learn this the hard way. But this means that when someone really goes above that transactional relationship, Adin will ride hard for them. So much so that when Tory Lanez was sentenced to 10 years for the shooting of Megan Thee Stallion, Adin ignored what he thought was potential legal repercussions to talk about his sentencing.
How do you find someone guilty on 3 charges if there's no valid evidence? I'm just curious, what is the evidence to base it off of? That's all, I'm asking you guys. DNA? The DNA test failed.
Although this was admirable, Adin's tendency to speak his mind has become part of the problem when it comes to engaging with rappers. Because when he thought he caught one rapper in particular liking his then girlfriend at the time, Pammy Baby's photo on Instagram, talking about it on stream got him promptly put in his place. If you know anything about NBA YoungBoy, you'll know that he doesn't take kindly to anyone playing with his name. So when Adin said that YoungBoy was sliding into his girl's DMs after he went live with YB's baby mama, Janaea Michelle, it didn't take long for Top to clap back with a snippet of music where he dissed and threatened Adin in the process. Immediately, Adin knew that he overstepped the line, to the point that he even offered to rep YoungBoy's 4KT gang just to be given a pass.
So look, man, I'm gonna just let you know I'm not on any type of gang violence shit at all. No, I own no weapon machinery. I have no sorts of, you know, gang blood in me. I just wanted to get that out there. I'm just a streamer, you know what I'm saying? I don't really claim any of that.
Capable of putting himself in jeopardy with anything he might say, Adin has only grown more volatile and controversial when he began to align himself with the Tate brothers, as well as platforming right-wing figures such as Nick Fuentes. Now that he has been permanently banned on Twitch and is free to speak his mind without any consequences on Kick, that same boldness which got him in trouble with YoungBoy is also what caused some rappers, even those he counts as friends, to keep their distance from him. Because when it comes to the mainstream media, Adin's rep is not a positive one. And this is a harsh truth that his manager infamously delivered to him on one of his streams.
How about you? Just like with Sneeko, we talked about with this. Adin's track record and his reputation that he does, it carries over. And you gotta understand that as somebody it is that's in this setting or in rap or anything within life, really. If you're hearing a little, if it's one thing, it is one person saying something, it is that they had a bad experience or whatever the case may have, you boom. But when you have multiple people saying the same exact rhetoric about somebody, then it's just like, all right, cool. I don't even want to rock with this person like that because I ain't even trying to fuck my bag up to even be near this nigga in any form of way. And then you got to kind of do the silent disassociation and stuff like that. Or sometimes it's not even silent. It's just it's blatant, like, hey, nah, I'm not even rocking with dude. This and this, you know? And that's what causes that. You know? He's another one I found out the hard way.
You get me some guests, bro. Like, where's Drake's stream? Where's Future's stream? Where's Uzi's stream? Where's Travis' stream? Get me some people on my stream, bro.
Yeah, I would be getting you guests if they all weren't afraid to like be seen with you. Your reputation is just so toxic. Like no one wants to be anywhere near you. Like Drake is literally streaming with like a guy on here who averages like 4,000 fucking viewers rather than getting on your shit. It's like really sad.
Wait, so it's because of my brand risk?
Duh. Oh yeah, they don't want to be associated with a guy that having like Nazis on his stream. You're very closely affiliated with Andrew Tate, so a lot of people are afraid of that.
Even though Adin has turned into somewhat of a controversial figure, one of his most craziest conflicts with a star on a level of Drake or Travis Scott occurred when the artist was being shunned for his own controversial comments. Back when he was still planning to run for president in 2024, Kanye West was on a press run that took him to places like Lex Fridman and even Alex Jones's show. These appearances were highly controversial, especially since Kanye was engaging in the kind of intense rants he's famously known for doing. But this one may have been his craziest, as Kanye decided to voice his hatred for Jewish people and his love for anti-Semitism. So when Nick Fuentes, who is working with the Ye campaign and is known as a far-right white supremacist, rumored that Adin was about to have Kanye West on one of his streams, the internet went wild. Specifically because of Adin's Jewish heritage and the fact he literally said he would do so just to revive his career.
It's Kanye, okay? He will revive my career. He will save the drought. He will save the falling offness. He will save it, okay?
Receiving comments such as, "Isn't he Jewish?" and "Adin Ross is such an L, LOL."
Right,
We had a
like,
rare
why would you
instance
say
where Adin
that?
actually put his principles first before a high-performing stream as a result of the backlash he received.
Come on my stream, we're gonna do crazy numbers, bro. At least anywhere from 400 to 500,000 live viewers for sure. We're breaking the internet. I was texting Kanye throughout the day, regular combos and stuff, and I said something that, he probably thought I was an enemy. He called me up and he basically just said, like, you Jews aren't gonna tell me what I can and can't say, and, like, we cool? And I was like, yeah, we cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, just, he's like, I don't want you to be my enemy. And then, yeah, that was it. And then I was like, all right, and he was like, love, brother, I haven't heard from him since, and, we haven't talked since.
Prevented from streaming with many of the biggest stars due to his tarnished reputation in the mainstream, and missing out on what could have been a record-setting appearance from Kanye, Adin needed to find a new strategy to entice rappers into collaborating with him. While both parties used to gain from these interactions, it now appears that the balance has shifted in favor of the artists. They are the ones who are making a lot of money just for agreeing to sit down with him. And unfortunately for Adin, he can't buy their respect as part of the deal. At the beginning of 2024, Adin Ross had two pretty big controversies involving major stars in hip-hop. And in both of these instances, it was made clear that while rappers might tolerate him for the cash, most of them don't see him anything more than an ATM. Meanwhile, some of the more experienced figures in the industry don't think Adin should have a place in the scene at all. First up, there was 21 Savage's appearance on the stream where they had a very headline-grabbing dice game. After 21 kept pulling face cards and making tons of money off Adin, people started
Said, I see why Joe Budden said what he said about with streamers. He ain't wrong. He's not, because it's people like Adin that has to go ahead, and he doesn't have that level of credibility on his own accord. So then he has to go ahead and buy that credibility. But buying people's respect isn't going to give you respect. It's not going to give you respect. It's just going to be a level of like, all right, cool. Let me go ahead and just get cop a lick real quick from this nigga. And then I'm going to go back to doing what it is that I need to do. So if anybody was to sit there and say, hey, listen, why did you do it in the first place? Let's say, hey, listen, the nigga paid me. I'm just getting for the bread. This is this. I was only there for a short period of time. But this messes up levels of collaborations within the future streamers who don't be like that. And then now there's going to be a level of like, people are going to think that streamers and the people who do YouTube and content creation is on the goofy shit it is that Adin Ross does, and when it is not the case. And that's what's going to be the issue. Everything is going to be just transactional when it comes down to doing collabs. It's going to be a level of like, okay, cool. Well, I got this record of this that's coming out and stuff like that. Like, yeah, but I want to get paid to be a guest appearance onto your stream. If not, then I'm not coming up. I'm not showing up. None of that shit. Anything like that. So now it's a price that comes down to this, and it's not gonna be as interesting as what it was. Everything is strictly gonna be just based off of just monumental. Even based off of the stream, like you're gonna look at it and be like, damn, like the interactions between these people is not even like the same as what it was organically. Yeah, Adin is the respected Kai is. Yeah, people like Adin make streamers look bad. Yeah, that's gonna be the issue, because now everybody's gonna be looking at us streamers and thinking it is that like, oh yeah, we be on that goofy shit, and when it's not the case. Oh,
started to
you
get
know?
suspicious, and soon it was revealed that the cards had been marked.
Look at the little scratches.
I don't think you would do that, bro. Nah, they're scratched, bro.
You tripping? I don't see what you talking about.
Nah, yeah. See that mark right there? I'm not tripping, bro.
Who the fuck brought them cards?
Considering that it seems like 21 just tried to scam Adin in front of not only his face, but also to the thousands of viewers watching, it shows how little concern the rap community has when it comes to messing with Adin. And by the looks of it, everyone can see it but Adin himself.
Then there's Adin, who honestly seems sad and desperate in the situation, given that he's doing everything and just bending over backwards desperately for 21 Savage's validation and time, because Adin has no way of being cool and interesting on his own. So he has to use his money and his audience in order to pull dudes like 21 in. And then on top of all of that, he doesn't even have enough respect for you to not lie to your face and, I don't know, try to steal from you. Which, like, why are you seeking a man's attention and validation who would do that to you anyway?
As if the 21 Savage incident alone wasn't enough to illustrate how the rap world views him at this point, it turned out that 21 just laid the groundwork for Playboi Carti to pull off the heist of the century. Shortly before the Grammys, Adin Ross revealed that he would be having the elusive Atlanta rapper on his stream. Considering how big and devoted Carti's fan base is, this must have seemed like a huge win for Adin. But it came at a hefty price that he probably thought was worth the investment at the time. After a fan page said that Carti would be getting $50K to appear on Adin's stream, Ross didn't hesitate to correct them, saying that he actually paid Carti $2 million in cash and a Rari to go along with it.
I would have never admitted to that. Never. Like, I like when I say it is like Batman himself wouldn't be able to get that information out of me. Jesus Christ and all of his 7 disciples wouldn't get that information out of me, gang. This is what I'm talking about, that there has to be a level of being discreet about when it comes down to this. Because now we're just like, oh, nigga got $2 million in cash and a Rari? You know what I'm saying? Now niggas it is that didn't even want to fuck with this nigga is looking at this nigga like a lick. Like a damn lick. Well, I'm gonna have to hit you back up. I don't know if you're in the chat or not. But this is the problem that comes from this. It's like, why would you even, you should have just left this as a rumor. As the rumor. You did not have to clarify this. This was willing information that you brought out on your own accord, and it didn't work in your favor of you even saying a goddamn thing. So
But as Adin was about to learn, Carti would only wait around long enough to get the bag and dipped, solidifying the perception of Ross as the easiest lick in the game.
I got some cash for you. Yeah, a little gift from me to you.
Nah, that laugh, I know what that smirk was. I know what that smirk was. That was like, I just hit a lick. It was like when 21 Savage called him afterwards. It was like, you paid him $2 million? You ain't pay me that much, right? Exactly.
It's a lot amount of money, dear. I got you, bro. From me to you. Yeah, I got you, bro.
Once again, thank you for everything, and I love you. I wouldn't be here without anybody, so thank you again. Adin Ross, thank you.
I got you, bro. Yeah. Damn, bro, like, it's just crazy you're actually here. I really appreciate it. I honestly didn't think it was gonna happen, bro.
Thank you so much. Back to the studio, 2024 music.
You leave right now? All right, let me mute real quick.
After Carti left abruptly, Ross was understandably aggravated at the sacrifices he made, only for the stream to be basically a robbery.
Right.
I have real life family shit going on. I flew to Miami for one day, flew right back here, slept all day because I was tired and jet lagged. Woke up, worked out, came here, sat here for 6 hours, streamed for an hour and a half. He was here, he leaves. Someone's gotta, I'm not gonna say who, someone's gotta call him and convince him to come back. He comes, listens to two songs, says 2 things, and leaves. Come on, bro. It's not just my fan base. It's his own fan base in here. Don't agree to something on the phone if you can't stick to it. It's not rocket science, bro.
Although he was understandably ticked off, a lot of people had a little sympathy for him, as if he was thinking rationally rather than just trying to break records, he would have known that Carti wouldn't have sat with him on stream in the way that a rapper like Annalise Choppa or...
But then again, Carti has been on some like weird shit lately. Like, talk about somebody that just be weird. Like, that nigga has just been on some weird shit for a minute, bro. Every time it is that I see this nigga Cardi, it's just been some worse shit associated with this nigga. It's like, bro, what you want? Like, bro, this is a weird nigga, bro. It's a weird nigga. Man, Clayton, you brought up a really good point as well. Some like for this nigga to come through, he didn't even take his mask off. He was just doing some weird ass dances. How do we know if that was even the real Cardi to begin with? You know what I'm saying? Like the nigga could have sent in a whole tether. Didn't even have to take the mask off, but still got the damn bread. This doesn't make me feel really happy. The same nigga to skip his girlfriend's birthday. His girlfriend's birthing his kid to play fucking Madden. Yeah, that's true. This is the problem with the celebrity beef, is stop picking sides and calling out both sides where they are in the wrong. No more sympathy card bullshit. Excuse me. I agree with that, Zach. I do. And both of them was wrong. Adin, like I said, I really wish it is Adin didn't mention how much money it is that he paid this nigga. Like that's just, it just opens up such a can of worms for just any person that's in the rap scene and think it is us streamers is gonna be like it's gonna like hit a lick or some shit. I wish that he never did that.
Sheck West would've. Adin Ross did it to himself. Anyone who has the slightest idea about Cardi would have seen this coming. The latest in a long line of disrespectful interactions with rappers, what happened with Cardi would be enough to deter most people from ever wanting to deal with the hip-hop world ever again. Instead, Ross has doubled down and has now even started a war with Joe Budden. After Joe took issue with how Kai Cenat reacted to Killer Mike's Grammy win unfavorably, Ross went to bat for his fellow streamer.
Man, Joe Budden, every single time that I see you or a clip of you, it's just on some hating shit, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I don't know what you do. I can't even name one Joe Budden song respectfully. I know you used to rap. I'm gonna just be the honest shit, bro. Like, you're one of these old heads that just hate. Why can't you be more like Rick Ross or Snoop Dogg, the OGs that...
I'm not gonna lie with you. Joe Budden is a hater. I'm not gonna lie with you. Like, he do, like... between him, the situation with him and Drake, now this situation, like he's turning into that old head that just be screaming at every fucking thing. And it's like, look, gang, sometimes, I've said this before, all podcasts do not need to be aired. And his podcast, it is that he just be saying just straight bullshit, bro. And at this rate now, especially the rap business, I don't know what happened with his career, but I'm going to say it didn't really work out as much. But even Drake had to go ahead and like clown this nigga and just be like, oh, like you hating on niggas that are way younger than you, that has more bread than you, that didn't have to go through the trials and tribulations and stuff like that. They found it a better, well, not Aiden's case, because he's had some endangerment, but other niggas been able to assess the same amount of money it is that you've had, or if not even more. And it's like you hating on the younger niggas. So it's like, this shit is weird to me. He's been a certified hater for the longest time, bro.
That are cool.
Get that hate out your heart, gang.
And show flowers and appreciation towards all the young motherfuckers and shit. Yo, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You have no room to talk, no room to speak. You know what I'm saying? Lay your opinions about me and Kai to ourselves. Me and Kai are 10 times more richer than you and you will ever be, old man. And we're more humble than you, and we're nicer than you.
To the surprise of no one who's familiar with Budden, this wasn't going to be something he'd let go unpunished. And on the next episode of his podcast, he put Adin on blast.
It come out mean when I say it, but there's a lot of people involved in culture that know absolutely nothing about culture. But today, because of tech, they're integral parts in the conversation, in the song making, and just the artists, what the artist can and cannot do. And it's like, who the fuck are you? Where did you come from?
It also opens the
there's
doors.
no world, for me, the hip hop I'm come from, there's no world where me and Adin Ross need to talk about something. Who the fuck are you? Where did you just pop up from?
In his comments, Joe is basically saying that Adin's relationship with rappers are more about money than genuine merit. And given how most of these rappers treat him, it's difficult to argue against Joe's observation.
Right.
However, Adin took cues from Drake and pointed to Budden's own failings rather than address the potential validity of what he was saying.
Why bring me up and then now that I say something about you, why, you know what I mean? Like, it makes no sense. How does that make any sense? Y'all putting the cap, y'all are laughing, but think about it, bro. Why are you bringing me up? I respond, and now you're saying there's no reason for him and I to be in a conversation. What do you want to gain out of it? You want to gain something out of it, clearly. Is your podcast doing that bad? Your numbers are that bad? You need me to react to it? You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to figure out the motive. What do you want out of this, bro? Damn, nothing just works out for you, bro. Your rap career failed. Your podcast is clearly failing.
Although people like Joe and Fantano are not obvious.
I mean, but like, is Adin wrong here? No, he's not. He's not wrong. And what Joe was saying, when it comes down to a line of like, oh, it's a culture. Like, where did these niggas come from? This is this. For my hip hop, it is. We don't recognize this, and this. The problem is, Joe, is that you are stuck within what rap used to be. And the rap culture, hip hop culture has been changing. You do not understand the level of business behind that. This is why it is that Drake went ahead and said what it is that he did, because you need, in order for a song in hip hop to go, it has to resonate with the younger audience. Because if the younger audience fuck with it, then it soars up to heights. Now, obviously, old school stuff is going to resonate with a certain demographic, and it's going to hold a lot more weight. So that's all I'm like, come on. A sea turtle might need your help with some things whenever you're free. Oh, yeah. Especially after the stream. I got you. Just let me know. Like, just let me know, Haps. But rap has changed. He's stuck in the time loop. He for sure is. What's up, Reaper King? Rap has changed, and that's why people been like, I'm cool off of rap nowadays. It has been, and I say it is that the female rappers has been dominating a lot more than the male rappers as of now. But with that being said, it's like, Joe, you can't sit there and be talking shit about with this, because I feel like, truth really be told, there could be a nice collab that can come from Joe, or at least, you know, with Adin having to sit down. But I can kind of agree with Adin on this. Is like, what do you expect? What are you trying to gain from wanting to have something like that as it is? You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna be back at the PC some point Sunday, but make sure she's home safe. Okay, yeah, no, it's fine, Baps. The problem is female rap is striving off of the pettiness and the childness. Yeah, that too.
Obviously, coming from a place of love with Adin, it's telling that even someone like Academics, who counts Adin as a friend, is discussing the careless way that rappers treat him directly to his face.
Yeah, somebody said that in the
it's
chat.
Not because
it's
they
like,
see
you
him
know
as
what's
a
bad
peer
when
or a friend.
Academics
All
start
they
to say
see
something.
is the dollar signs that come from Adin being so desperate to work with them.
I know I had to explain this to Adin. I said, yo, Adin, you used to call me for access to all these rap dudes. Bro, they fuck with Kai like Kai's. They fuck with you because you're a bag. Like, just to be clear, they fuck with Kai because he's a. You got popular for gay jokes and shit. Like, that was his thing. That was whatever. Not popular, but like, that was how people knew in the rap community. Was really not trying to do content with you, especially these rappers. But once they see you're the bag, yeah, they'll do content with you for the bag, but they're not giving you the respect that they give Kai.
It's fair to
the fact that is, I have to agree with this nigga is I'm already upset. But what he said is the truth. These rap niggas do not look at you as a level of respect. They're looking at you like, I bet. You said a bag? For sure.
To say that Adin is stuck at a crossroad, as if he keeps working with rappers, the artists that would have gone before him have made it clear that there's no need to nurture the relationship because Adin will grin and take it. In the case of 21 and Playboy Carti, they've both been invited to reappear after finessing him with different degrees of success. But at the same time, so much of his brand has now been built on these semi-regular guest appearances from MCs that without them, he may lose some of his market share. At the end of the day, it seems like Adin has to ask himself whether it's better to have the most high-profile streams he can, even if it comes at the expense of his self-respect, or if he'd rather do smaller numbers, but maybe escape with his dignity intact. Because after years of mocking him in a less harmful way, rappers are exploiting Adin in a manner that isn't really a good look for him.
It's not a good look, man. It's a terrible look. It is a terrible look for Adin, gang. But hey, Louisa, thank you so much for another video. Appreciate you. Shout outs to y'all in the chat. And shout outs to you at home. I'm curious to what it is you're going to have to say within the comments. So let me know. I will catch y'all in the next video.